So I just want to finish off by saying that what do Sabahans want? What do they want? I think if you speak to ordinary Sabahans, not just the political class, what they want is obviously a clear majority. If you don't have a clear majority, then of course the kata culture will come again. So you want a very clear majority. Secondly, I think Sabahans are increasingly worried about vote buying. There were signs that this has already started happening. And they want a fair campaign because it wasn't a fair campaign in 2018. They do not want federal intervention, although I think the federal government will intervene very heavily. But they don't want it, of course. And of course, they do not want all the Qatars to play a major role in this election. So you can see ever since they announced the dissolution, the number one item on social media is that let's punish the Qatar. But my own research suggests that Qatars are very difficult to kill off because how should I put it? I have to be very careful about what I say about Qatars. But this is a special species, very difficult to kill. From 1985 to 1994, you have the rise of Kedazan Dusun. They all came together under Parti Bersatu Sabah. One of the important elements to understand the rise of Parti Bersatu Sabah was that they managed to attract significant Chinese support. In fact, in 1986 election, they had majority Chinese support in Sabah. The other really unique thing in Sabah, again, not found in any other parts of the Federation, Malaysia, is that from 1994 until 2003, the Barisan Nasional instituted a thing called the rotation chief ministership. Many young people have forgotten about this, but I'm sure a lot of the people interested in politics will remember this. This was a unique experiment put on by Mahathir, where he allows the three main groups I mentioned, the Muslim Bumiputera, the non-Muslim Bumiputera, and the Chinese. Each of them would take turns to rule Sabah for 2 years. So from 1994 until 1996, the chief minister of Sabah was held by UMNO. 96 to 98, the Chinese Yontek Lee. 98 to 99, Kedazan Dusun, Bernard Dompok. 99 to 2001, back to UMNO. And from there, it jumped to another Chinese for an LDP, Chong Kakiak. And 2003 onwards, when it was time for UMNO, for Kedazan Dusun, they skipped that part and moved it back to UMNO, where Musa Aman became the chief minister and he stopped the rotation. So Musa Aman basically became what we call strongman politician in Sabah from 2003 until he lost power in 2018, and where we have Shafiq Abdal for the last 2 years. So if you look at Sabah, you can sort of divide up Sabah politics. In the first, from 1963 to 1994, some people say that there's a 10-year curse in Sabah, where every 10 years there's a big regime change in Sabah. So you can see, right, the first block from 63 to about 75, it was under USNO. 75 to 85 was under Berjaya, then under PBS. After 10 years, you cannot survive the 10-year curse. There's a regime change. And the regime change is mostly caused by what we call Qatar politics. I'm sure this is something you all heard of, where people jump from one party to another. Again, the important thing is not jumping party. The important thing is the personalities. They can jump party without losing support. The other important feature, of course, is that because government change in Sabah, this means that voters are not afraid of changing government, unlike Malaya. There was a threat of 513, but in Sabah, they don't care. They're quite happy to change government. The other key component of Sabah, of course, is that vote buying is very common in Sabah, especially along the coastal areas. When I did my research in Sabah initially in the late 1980s, people were selling their votes for, around 10 ringgit. Now it can easily go up to 100 ringgit. So times have changed and the value has gone up.